Hello, good morning. So early for me, but when you got a job to do, you got to do it, right? I have to go to immigration today anyway. Uh, so that's $80. I think my goal today, I'd like to earn about $100 over the next hour with your help and donations. Oh, I forgot something. Hold on. Hold on. I'll be back. Ugh. Okay, I'm back. Ugh. Yeah, so as I was saying, I have immigration today, which always makes me nervous. They're not friendly in immigration. It's like they're always looking for reasons to kick you out of the country. And I've been here a long time on a tourist visa. And since for the past year, they've had this new kind of visa in Thailand. It's called a cannot travel visa for people who are lived here for a long time, and and then COVID happened. Normally, what you would have to do, what I did was, I would go with this agency that would take a bunch of people in a van, cross the border, and come back. This agency would pay off immigration to make it easier so that they wouldn't ask you questions like how long have you been here, what are you doing here, stuff like that. uh, but now they have this new cannot travel visa, which is every 2 months, and it's like $80, and that's been going on. But now it's like if you really wanted to, you could get a plane ticket. You could find a plane to America if you're jabbed, which I'm not going to do. And so now it's like I saw in the recent update from the agency that I follow that if I when I go in there and to extend my or to get a new visa, they can say, "Oh, why are you here?" You have to have a good reason to want to stay in Thailand. Well, I'm married. Technically, not really married yet, but I've been with the same woman for 5 years. To me, that's common law marriage. We're engaged. We have the paperwork to get married. We just haven't gone through with it yet because neither one of us feels like we have to. But if they ask me why am I here, I can tell them, yeah, I'm engaged. Here's my wife or my fiance. Hopefully that'll be enough. So, does anybody have a question? Put a little tip in my tip jar there at Unique Thailand PayPal. was having a discussion with someone yesterday where I matter-of-factly mentioned that the Earth is not a spinning ball. Let's see how many subscribers I can lose right now. How many of y'all out there believe the Earth is a spinning ball 25,000 miles in circumference? If you still believe that, you have not done your research. I mean, there's one simple way, okay, people. If you want to understand that the Earth is not a spinning ball, 25,000 miles in circumference. Next time you're in an airplane and you're up at 35,000 feet, look out the window. You're not looking for curvature, okay? Because the science, NASA tells us that you have to be like 250 miles above the Earth's surface before you can see curvature, right? Okay. But what about the horizon curving away from you, right? Here, I'll be right back and give you guys a little lesson on why the Earth cannot be a spinning ball. Hold on. Let me get my prop. Oh, where did it go? Where's my ball? My wife's always moving stuff. Where's my ball? Okay, I can't find it now. My wife's always moving my shit, so I can't find it. I'll have to use something else as a prop. Okay, so I'll use this shell right here. Let's say this shell is the Earth, okay? And as you go up, the horizon goes down, right? So when you're up in an airplane and you look out at the horizon should be curving away from you. That means the higher you go, the more you have to look down to see the horizon, right? But when you go up in an airplane, no matter how high you go up, or some of these balloons that go up to, what is it, like 100,000 feet with cameras on them, no matter how high they go up, the camera or your eye is always level with the horizon. Can't happen on a globe, people. It's simple. You don't need to be an astrophysicist to understand this. You don't need a bunch of equipment or degrees in mathematics or anything else. Okay, so that's one thing that anybody can see if you get on an airplane, right? Or if you don't want to get on an airplane, go to the ocean where there are ships going out to sea. Bring with you a high-powered lens, like a telescope or one of those P900s cameras, and watch a ship going away from shore with your bare eyes. Watch as it disappears over the horizon. They tell you that's going over the curve, right? Okay, Heather. Heather, I can't open those questions. You have to put it here in the chat. Okay. All right. So wait, the ship disappears, right? It's over the curvature, right? You're standing here. The ship's supposedly gone here. So now you have this big bulge of water between you and the ship, right? So you should never, ever be able to see that ship again, no matter how good your eyes are, right? All right. Now, take your telescope or your P900 and zoom in, and lo and behold, there's the ship again. All right. So don't tell me that there are scientists who prove the Earth is a spinning ball because you've seen some videos or whatever it is. That's not possible. on a globe. Okay. I've had this argument with people for 7 years. Nobody's ever been able to convince me that the earth is a spinning ball. As much as I would love to believe it, nobody loves space and Star Trek and NASA as much as I did. Nobody. I grew up watching rockets take off since I was 5 years old. Before that, I lived on the Space Coast. I was born in Titusville, Florida. Grew up in Melbourne, Florida, 40 miles from Cape Canaveral. Huge NASA fan. I probably know more about rocket science than any layperson you know. Okay. And here's another thing. Rockets can't work in a vacuum. What do they push off of? Okay, go ahead. You're going to Google it. It says the rocket shoots out hot gases from its end and then pushes off the hot gases that it creates in the first place. That's like saying you can lay on your back on the floor, grab yourself by the belt and pull yourself off the floor. You can't do that. Anyhow, Heather, I can't read your message on PayPal, sweetheart. Because all I can see is I am an RN, registered nurse, and lost job. And then it says you are unable to respond to the message. Yeah, okay, I cannot read your questions on PayPal. Just write your question right here in the chat, please. Heather, you're an RN nurse and you lost your job. That's all I got so far from you. I don't see it in the chat, Heather. Am I blind? What's going on here? There's my starred one. I left, and then you say, I left a question in PayPal. Donald Peter says, I asked you a question in PayPal. I was wondering if I will be moving soon. Currently live in Los Angeles. Okay, Donald, I'll ask the question, but I think it's always funny when people ask me, will I be doing something when you're the one in control of your life? Are you not? I mean, what if the cards say, yeah, you'll be moving, and then you just decide you're not moving? So let's see. Donald, I'm going to do yours first since I have yours. I'm waiting for Heather to get her question in the chat because I don't see it yet, Heather. So Donald, will I be moving? Okay, let's say it like this. If you want to move, will you be able to move out of Los Angeles soon? And by soon, we'll say 3 months. Okay, Donald? All right. So this is for Donald. Will Donald be moving? Temperance. That's a yes, Donald. Okay. So looking real quick at the past, there's a 10. I hate this camera is backwards. There's a 10. So your past is like you finished up something, whatever you were doing where you're at, that's done with. And you're in a position now where you're ready to try something new. Okay. And it looks like you're going to be getting some kind of offer, maybe, and definitely either a new job, a new house, or something like that. Here's your yes. in your advice. You're going to learn something. You're going to hear some information, and it's going to come in the form of an offer. Okay, and it's going to be a heartfelt offer, something from coming from a good place, maybe somebody wanting to help you out, or something like that. And then it's going to lead to a job offer and a new home. Okay, that's what pentacles are. This is something in the material world to do with money or a new home, especially when you're asking about moving. So that's a definite yes. All right, Donald? All right, that was an easy one. I like those. All right. Question in chat. I see extraneous circumstances not all in my control. Okay, thank you for clearing that up, Donald. Right. So, but yeah, you've got a move coming. I would say that it's pretty much assured. By the way, Donald, you coming up as the Sun card. What a nice card to get. You're in a place of safety right now. Right now, you can. I don't know if you're actually feeling this, but you can be carefree and have fun, or at least your inner self wants that. Okay, you're welcome, Donald. I live in China. Arajani. Wow. We recently we have gone into lockdown. I have a job, but no pay. How long will this last? Oh, you're asking me a how long question. It's gonna last until it's over. I can't imagine how hard it must be in China. I had friends living there. They all got out before this stuff got bad. You're working, you're not getting paid, you're locked down. Okay, so the way I'm going to ask this, I'm just going to call you Ari. I hope that's okay. When will things for you get better? No, don't ask me about Queen. Sorry, Lise. I don't want to talk about Queen Romano on this channel. She's been done so much. Okay, Ari. So I'm gonna ask the cards, not like when will all this last, but when will things get better for you personally, so that you're not being stressed out. And what kind of advice can the universe give you to de-stress? Okay, that's the way I'm going to ask this. I'm not going to ask a time-based question because there is no time. Time is an illusion, and there's not a set time when this stuff is going to end. You know, I've been waiting for it to end for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years since I knew that we were living in the end times. So patience is the key. Oh yeah, here's your embattled card. Okay, so got a 3 of Pentacles for the outcome. Pentacles are a little bit slow to move, and this couldn't be 3 months. Hopefully it's 3 weeks, but it looks like there's a man who's very kind and generous, and he's the boss. Now this man, I believe, represents Mr. T and his whole team, so the alliance. And then over here, this guy could be Putin. All right, so I think this team is working together to bring on a change, and it looks like that could last for another 3 months before you personally, Ari, are going to feel less stress over this. All right. I know that this is very agitating for you. This is the past for you. This guy is very. You're embattled. You're annoyed. You're upset, and that's been going on for some time. But things are going to get better. It looks like the military or the alliance is going to really get things under control in China anyway in 3 months. All right. Hello, Di. Okay, a boyfriend question. Patricia. Patricia's got a new boyfriend. Let's see what this guy is like. I like these questions. Are you happy with him, Patricia? Because that's all that matters. I mean, even if he has some flaws and foibles, we all do. Does he make you happy? Because that's what's important. But let's see if he's hiding any deep, dark secrets that you may need to know before you get into a too committed relationship, before you have your heart too much on the line. Let's see what the cards want to tell us. Patricia would be suing about your new beau. Let's take a look. By the way, I'll be ending this broadcast at around 7:30. So don't send your money for your question if you don't think that I'll be able to get to it in time. Okay. Patricia, this is looking good for you, sweetheart. Patricia, have you had your heart broken recently in the past? It sure looks that way. Somebody betrayed you or someone was disloyal to you. So I put you on this side, Patricia, and the new boyfriend on this side. So you're coming up as the Seven of Swords. I think you're being very guarded with yourself right now because you've had some disappointments in the past with concerning relationships, and you over here, you want the truth. You speak the truth, and you want the truth, but you're being guarded about it, which is understandable. And even by coming to a tarot card reader and asking for asking about, that's being strategic. That's what this card is, a strategy card, which is a good idea. You're a bit guarded. And here's another between you and the boyfriend. You're maybe holding back a little bit until you get to know him better. But he's I mean, this is a good card. Can be okay when this comes up for in a relationship. You're asking about a guy. This is a guy. He's very romantic. He's the type of guy who will write you poems and buy you flowers. But he can also be very fickle. All right. So there might be something that triggers him, and then suddenly he pulls away. And then, he'll say, maybe is the type of guy who'll break up with you, and then a week later call you back and say he's sorry and get back together with you. Okay. But I don't get that really from this because of the Strength card. So he's someone who's he's had his heart broken before too, and so he knows what it's like to have a broken heart. And so I don't think that he would do that to you, especially with the outcome being the Ace of Cups. So this is a great card to get at the beginning of a relationship. So you guys are starting something new. Both of you are feeling have feelings of love towards each other. And I think for the near future, at least, it's going to be a very romantic, maybe even he'll sweep you off your feet kind of romance. Okay, Patricia? So that's a good one. All right, let's see here. Oh, Heather, here's your question. Okay, you're an RN and lost job due to mandates. Am I going to be back? Will I be going back as an RN, or is there another path for me? Okay, so we're going to do this as one question. I'm just going to be looking at your career going forward as an RN nurse, Heather. Okay. Been getting this question a lot from nurses, a lot of nurses. I haven't had any doctors yet, I don't think. And oftentimes it looks like new technologies are coming, new ways of healing are coming, possibly med beds. But maybe your case is different, Heather. Let's take a look and see. Okay, Heather. That's an interesting card to come up first. Yeah. I know, judgment, new territory. Okay, so this is you're coming up as the Ace of Pentacles, which I wonder if somebody's been helping you out with money recently. Somebody's been loaning or offering you money or work somewhere else, and it looks like you've been resistant to that because you want people to think that you're doing okay, but that's what's going on now. Maybe I'm wrong. If you were here, I could ask you some questions. I could better figure out what this means. But look, judgment in the future. Judgment is also a rite of passage, changing the way things are done, and new territory. So this, again, well, for you anyway, looks like you will not be going back to nursing, because here's advice. You're going to be going into a new field of career. Could be something totally, well, it could still be in the healing business. As your knowledge as an RN nurse could be very useful in this new form of medicine that's coming out soon. After we get through all this bullshit and people are going to be questioning the whole way medicine's been done for the past 100 years, then you might be involved with this new system. Okay. Don't ask me when. I mean, I'll try to get a 7 of Wands, and once again, something unique, new territory. It's going to be a new way of doing things. This new way is going to rise up, overshadowing the old way of doing it. But a 7 of Wands, wands could be hours, days, weeks, but I don't know. Time does not follow human desire. Time is anyways, I'm not going to give you an exact time on it, but Heather, it looks like you'll be going into something new. Hi, Esther. Don't forget to check your Facebook. Oh yeah, I know. I will. I've just been kind of busy. I'll get to that. Thank you very much for all that information. Okay. Lise, will ivermectin be the next miracle drug? Okay, I'm not going to say that word out loud because I think it might be one of the censored words, but everybody knows what ivermectin is the horse dewormer. That's the way the media paints it. Oh, that's a horse dewormer. I asked somebody who was sick. They're in the hospital with something. I said, ask your doctor for that drug. No, that's a horse dewormer. But yeah, I've been hearing that it could be the new miracle drug. I was just talking to somebody a while back who was, I think, a nurse or somebody who was telling me about it. So will this drug, that lease tetro, is talking about, be the new miracle drug? Okay, outcome. Wow. There's something about this stuff. I wonder I would like to know the history of that drug, where it came from, because it looks like it was the discovery of it, or the creation of it, came from off-worlders. It was like a gift from somewhere else. It's been suppressed. It's been chained up, as you can see the way the devil's got these guys chained up. They don't want it because they know that how healthy it is, how it could like extend life maybe, and it seems to have some type of connection with the higher dimensions even. Yeah, or maybe even this stuff has a way of getting people in touch with their inner selves, and it'll be highly celebrated. Like this is something that's going to be available to everybody soon. Like anybody will be able to get it. It'll be used. And so yeah, the lovers, it's a partnership between the higher realm where it came from and mankind. So I'd say the answer is yes. There's something special about this stuff. I would really like to know, like, where does it come from? How, the same, like we know that penicillin came from a fungus. Where did ivermectin come from? What's the history of that stuff? I'd really like to know, because it looks like it came from, or it was inspired by our brothers in the sky, who I saw the mothership a couple of days ago, which really blew me away. I can't express to you how amazing it was to see that massive triangle. And it's not on the video, but before I started videotaping, it became very clear to me. I could see something solid was there. Okay, Patricia, yes, let me see. Thank you. You've been sick about emotionally, yeah. I don't know what to do. Thinking of leaving China, and again, no income. Trust the plan. Trust the universe, Ari. If you can get out of China, you probably should have left a long time ago, and just trust the universe will take care of you. Hi, Christina, Heather Group. Okay, I answered that one. Okay, Grateful Heart. I can't remember what your name is. That's okay. Did my uncle, the former PM of... Oh, I remember. Afiora. Okay, your uncle was the former PM of Tonga. Passed away naturally, or foul play. Oh, okay. This is a good question. Probably shouldn't say. Maybe you don't want your name known, but Grateful Heart. What an intriguing question this is. And why didn't you bring this up to me when we talked last time? Something. Was this recently? passed away naturally. Oh, grateful heart. There's so many. I have so many questions I'd like to ask you about this, but let's just look at this. Okay. I want to give a good shuffle. I know I'm trying to get to as many questions as I can, but the cards have to have a good shuffle between readings, and I have to clear my connection to source. Okay, so this is Grateful Heart's question about her uncle who passed away. I don't know when, but it looks like you have suspicions, don't you? Because you're coming up as the Three of Swords. Okay, Grateful Heart. It was a natural death. It's it's the answers coming up. Well, here's the question here. All right, so so you definitely have these thoughts. You think that there's maybe some information that's been hidden from you, but it looks like it was just his time. He came to Earth. He fulfilled his contract. He gained some enlightenment through his lifetime here, and it was his spirit had overall a good experience in his time on Earth, and he's gone on to. I'm thinking he's already reincarnated. Like that was such. Like his soul, when it completed his contract, was so fulfilled by that, and it looks like he's already come back. He might even be somebody a child. If there have been any children born in your circle, it doesn't have to be in your family, but somebody friends or somebody, that could be him reincarnated back already. Interesting. But no, there was no foul play in this. There's nothing coming up here as foul play. Okay, I hope that eases your mind. Janine recently said that is karmic gift. All right. Yeah, Esther, that is very cool. I got chills from that. Yeah, I was worried when I started doing videos, tarot card reading, that Janine and I would get different things sometimes, and I think we have had a little bit of differences. Like the Kyle Rittenhouse was one, but for the most part, especially on these big things, Janine and I often get the very same thing, even if we get different cards. Yes, Esther. Okay. Naturally occurring spore. Naturally occurring spores. Spores are able to travel through space. Did you know that? That's something I learned from Terrence McKenna. If there is a space, all right? So let's assume that there is some kind of space out there or whatever, or some traveling between worlds. When fungus spores, like mushrooms, are exposed to ultraviolet radiation or out in space, they can actually survive it, travel through space, and land on another planet. So I'm sticking with that. Either came from off-world someplace. Veronica, cool. Hello from Canada. Can Little Broke me ask a question? Christina, ask your question. If I can get to it, I will. If you don't have any money, don't worry about it. Just thought about it for yeah, okay. Hi, sorry I'm late. Evie, hi Evie. Thank you. Good to know. Thank you very much. Okay. Sending you a tip. Thank you very much. Hello, Scott. My question from Lily Panaggio. My question is about the pregnancy of my daughter-in-law. I have felt all my grandkids, but not this one, and I think something is wrong. Okay, Lily, I'm gonna pull cards, and I may or may not give the answer live because that's a very personal thing about somebody's health, somebody else's health, and okay, Nova, go up to the very first comment, the one that has a star on it. You'll see my PayPal link there. It's at Unique Thailand PayPal. Okay, Lily, let's take a look. All right, now you may have to contact me. Yeah, I heard about that, Lise. About Janine losing her mother. But, she was in her 80s. I mean, not that that makes it better anyhow, but, maybe if who knows, maybe she hadn't gotten the jab, she could have gone longer. Okay, Lily, this is about your grandchild who is not yet born. I think he or she's just fine, okay? But she's shy. We're coming up as a hermit, Lily. Okay, so and look, this is a healthy child, right? Because especially with this here, there's something different about this child. This is once he's born and he's going to be a healthy spiritual child, he's going to this person could grow up to be a guru, right? With this hermit. And this may be why you're not feeling him. He or she keeps their spiritual essence to themselves. Very not yet, and especially look at this queen. The queen doesn't show her feelings. So this is a spirit. The spirit that has entered this child is very much closed to outside, psychic power. They're the hermit. They're able to close themselves and cut themselves off, but very healthy. The sun, very special child, I think. So don't worry about it. This is going to be a very spiritually minded, very enlightened being once they come into this world. All right, but for some reason they're able to shield themselves from your psychically being able to contact them. All right. Yeah, I know her mom was jabbed. Let's see. All right. Everybody, 15 minutes. Is there any questions that I missed? And someone said they don't have any money. Can they ask a question? Sure. I'm not going to say no. Oh, Aroha, Cecil, hi. Nice to have you here. Christina. Oh, that's my friend Ula. Hi, Ula. Oh, you have that stalker again? Okay. So, Christina Kapinen. Now, I remember when you asked me about this person that was bothering you, and I did see that you were safe. Remember that? You're protected. You have like angels protecting you from that person, but that still doesn't stop the fact that you feel, you know, uncomfortable that they're stalking you. Um, so I recognize your fear. You know, I understand that, and I understand why you would want to get away, but you don't have any friends. I didn't have any friends in Thailand when I came here. I didn't know anybody here. You know, my point is, don't wait to have friends. Just, you know, be the master of your own life and where you choose to live and where you go. Just, I know, even if things, it was impossible for me. It should have been impossible for me to come to Thailand and be an English teacher. Okay, never should have happened, but I just made it happen. Anyways, but let's see what I can get for you about how will I decide where to move? That's the question. That's a good way of asking it too. How will I decide where to move? Okay, Ula. He was he was gone for a while, was he not? Or at least he wasn't bothering you for a while. Big surprise, Ula, that you have the moon coming up for advice for you. I know that you resonate with the moon very much, and you have justice as the outcome, and then the fool. So you don't. I don't think you have to move anywhere, Christina, Capinen. Okay. Um, for one thing, you have to like encompass this authority figure. In other words, show when you go out, when you're out and about, you hold yourself as if you are an emperor. Confidence. You look people in the eye. If there's a stalker, you look them in the eye. You don't try to hide from them. You look right at them. You point at them. You say, "Hey, that's what you have to embody." That's the word I was looking for. Embody the emperor. And this is your home. And it's like nobody should make you feel uncomfortable in your own home. You're the emperor of your own home. Okay, so this is what's coming up for the present for the question. And I don't see you moving anywhere because justice is going to be the outcome. Some kind of karmic justice is going to get this stalker. Maybe I'm not. Maybe there's something you can do. You know, like a little magic. Yeah, I think you know what I'm talking about. You can pull a little magic trick out of your hat that will bring justice to this guy, and don't worry about him because the fool doesn't worry about anything. They feel safe even when there's danger near at hand. The fool still feels safe. So this is advice for you. Now, what is this moon? Moon can be magical. Maybe you can cast some sort of spell that will bring justice to him. I know you know what I'm talking about here, Ula. Okay, but it doesn't show you moving anywhere unless that's really what you want. Okay, and you're not alone. This is a good companionship card. All right, so there's somebody. But I'm not getting any moving cards for you, Ula. And I don't think you have to. I think karma will get this stalker. And remember, you have angels protecting you. I saw that. They're not coming up here because they already told us in that other reading. And I mentioned it before I pulled these cards. Okay, what time is it? All right, I don't have much time left. Let me see. Sure, Di, you can give a tip whenever you want. I want to know, my ex-man and I come together again 4 years ago. We were divorced, but I still love him. Okay, hold on. Let me see if... Let me check something here. Heather. Thank you, Heather, for the nice tip. Okay. Oh, thank you. Grateful Heart. Very nice tip. Patricia answered your question. All right. So this is for, who was that? The ex-husband, Di. And yeah, Di, you can send the tip whenever you can. All right. So still in love with the ex-husband from 4 years ago. And I'm gonna have to leave after this, so don't send me any more money right now. Okay, well, I might have to do this question about the black goo, because that's just too interesting. Yeah, you're right, and not negative spells, but it was the moon and justice, Esther. The moon and justice. So asking the universe to send justice, not negative spell. I didn't mean it like that. But this is a bad guy. This stalker is a bad guy, and he deserves justice. And I know Ula is very connected with her higher self, her moon self, and I know that she has the ability to do that. And it wouldn't be negative, but it would be justice. It would be karmic justice. Okay, where was I? Die. Okay, about your ex-husband. Put this up there. This is the one I'm going to do. This one, and then I'm going to do the question about the black goo, and then I've got to go. Okay, because it's almost an hour, and I've got to go to immigration. So this is for Di and her ex-husband. Mm-hmm. So I don't think so, Di. Sorry to say. Okay, so here you are. You have very strong, passionate feelings of love towards him. See, the Knight of Cups is coming with his heart in hand, and look at this. This is really interesting. He's got the cup here, and then the cup. This is you offering your love, but he is focused on other things. He's not receptive to the love that's coming from you. In fact, he's this is a guy. He's right now he's running around playing the field. He's looking all over the place for other relationships. Maybe he also might be a bit cruel. This person, not someone you want to be married to. with this chariot. He's coming up as a chariot, and I think somewhere deep down inside you know that, all right? Because this is you, all right? And then deep down inside, you know that this person isn't right for you. They're not giving with their feelings. They hold their you know, their love. They're not generous with their love. You know, they're detached from their feelings. Can even be cruel sometimes. Maybe that's why you divorced in the first place. Okay, so I don't see he's not going to accept your offer of love, and I think that that's actually a good thing for you, because in a relationship, when someone comes up as a chariot with the chariot in their relationship, not good. At least not at this time. Okay. Now, I saw this question about the black goo from Stellavision. Cool name. Stellavision. Did I throw up black goo in July? On July 4th, 2020. Okay, so for those out there who don't know what black goo is, it's like if you've seen the movie Venom, there's this nano, like intelligent nano substance that looks like black goo, but it's intelligent. It's able to take control of other intelligent beings, get inside them, manipulate them, or something like that. Some kind of nanotechnology. And Stellavision, I hope you don't have that stuff in you. So let's see, what was this black goo? Okay, well, it wasn't black goo. We're not getting any yeses here. This is going to sound strange, but I think this was some negative emotions or negative thoughts that you were holding on to. I know this sounds strange. That had to come out. It was, your body had to purge this stuff that was inside of you, so that you could be whatever it was something that was keeping you from being healthy and sovereign. So it maybe it was some kind of negative emotion, but not emotion. It was thoughts. It sounds so weird that thoughts could form into a black goo, but it was something that you were done with. Your spirit was done with it, finished with it, and it had to expel it. It had to drive it out so that you could be more sovereign. So it was something that was polluting you somehow, making you not a completely independent person that you are now. But whatever it is, I think it's all out of you, because you're now healthy and like you have like almost a new body from that, and you are now an independent sovereign, and you're clean of it. Okay, everybody. Wow, thanks. I had quite a few viewers on today, and please, did I like? Yeah, Carmen, the form of my friends getting sick of what this guy's done, and still doing my friends living and there you go. Yes, right, Ula. You're welcome, Stellivision. Thank you, Heather. No problem. Aloha, Teresa. Thank you. What did you say about me? It was really great. Compliment and true. Wolf Strong. Okay, yep. I know. I know. I've just caught you on live. You're about to finish. Yep. Sorry. Hells. Matthew. Hey, Matthew. Let's talk sometime, Matthew. Okay. Uh, you were interested in learning more about flat Earth. Yep. I don't know if it's flat, but I know it's not a spinning ball. 25,000 miles in circumference. And so don't send me a whole bunch of videos of science that's proved it's a spinning ball, because it's not true. Okay, I've been at 7 years since I've learned about the truth about the Earth. That's a wrap. Thank you, Scott. Evie, you're welcome. Ari, thank you. Hells, yes, I do private readings. Go back and look at the descriptions in my other videos. You can find my email there. Since we're talking about that, on the first day of spring, I'm raising my prices to $63.99 or thereabouts. You know, if you don't have, if you can't afford that much and you can have to pay less, then we'll talk about it. If you can afford more and you want to send more, that's okay too. Drew, you're very welcome, sir. Di, you're welcome. Cynthia, thank you very much, Cynthia. All right, and that is a wrap, everybody. Yes, Evie, I thank you for the wonderful post on Facebook, supporting me and the work I do, Evie. And thank everybody. Good night. I'm off to immigration to deal with the assholes there. So, see ya.